Hello, friends. Today, we take a journey across one of the oldest, most powerful, and most fascinating civilizations on Earth, the People's Republic of China. China is not just a country, it is a civilization, a living legend built on wisdom, resilience, and a spirit that has endured for more than 5,000 years. It is a land where past and future walk side by side, where ancient temples stand beneath glass towers, and where the whispers of history still echo through the rush of modern life. Our story begins along the Yellow River, often called the cradle of Chinese civilization. Here, thousands of years ago, the first Chinese people learned to farm, build, and dream. Their hands rose the first dynasties, the Ya, the Shang, and the Zhou, foundations of a culture that valued family, harmony, and respect for nature. Then came the Qin dynasty, and with it the birth of a unified nation. Under Emperor Qin Shi Huang, China built the first Great Wall, standardized its language, currency, and law, and gave the world its name, China, from Qin. But history had only just begun. The Han dynasty followed, a golden age that opened the legendary Silk Road, connecting China to Rome, India, and beyond. It was a time of scholars, inventors, and poets. Paper was born, knowledge spread, and Chinese civilization became a guiding light of the ancient world. Then came the Tang dynasty, often called China's Age of Brilliance. Its capital, Chang'an, was the largest city on earth, a place of music, poetry, and open hearts. People from every corner of the world walked its busy streets, sharing languages, ideas, and dreams beneath red lanterns. During the Song dynasty, China once more. Printing, gunpowder, and paper money, inventions that changed humanity, all began here. Art, science, and philosophy flourished, proving that China's power was not only in its armies, but in its ideas. Then came the Ming dynasty, a symbol of strength and pride. The Forbidden City rose in Beijing, of red walls and golden roofs that became the heart of the empire. Admiral Zheng He led great voyages across the oceans, sailing to Africa, Arabia, and beyond, spreading the wonders of China across the seas. The Qing dynasty followed, extending China's borders to their greatest reach. But in time, the world changed. Foreign powers arrived, wars broke out, and began to fall. In 1911, the last emperor stepped down, and a new chapter in China's story began. The early 20th century was a time of struggle. Civil war, invasion, and hardship tested the nation's soul. But through it all, the Chinese people never gave up. Their spirit, their will to rebuild, never faded. Then, in 1949, a new nation was born. Under the leadership, the People's Republic of China was founded. It was the rebirth of an ancient civilization, rising from its past into a new era of hope and determination. The early years were difficult, but out of challenge came transformation. Under Deng Xiaoping, China opened its doors to the world. Factories came alive, rose from dust, and innovation took root. The nation that once built the Great Wall began building a new kind of wall, one made of technology, progress, and ambition. Today, China stands as one of the world's great powers, a leader in science, engineering, and innovation. From Shenzhen skyscrapers to the high-speed trains that glide across the land, from Shanghai's skyline to the spacecraft, the stars, China's journey has become a story of reinvention and possibility. Its economy is among the largest on Earth. Its culture, ancient yet alive, continues to inspire the world. And its people, more than 1 billion strong, carry a legacy that stretches across millennia. But China is more than numbers and cities. It is a feeling of incense in an old temple, the taste of tea in the morning mist, the sound of a guzheng beneath the moonlight, and the sight of red lanterns floating like stars on the night of the spring festival. It is a land where parents teach their children to honor the past, and where young dreamers shape the future through courage and creativity. From Confucius to Lao Tzu, from poets to modern visionaries in science and art, China's heart has always beaten with the rhythm of wisdom and wonder. Of course, like every great nation, China has faced challenges, moments of struggle, moments of change. But every time it rises again, stronger, wiser, and more united. Because the story of China is not just about emperors or politics. It is about the people, hardworking, determined, and endlessly resilient. From farmers in the fields to scientists in the stars, they are all part of one continuous dream, a dream to build, to grow, to endure. The Chinese dream is simple yet profound, to build a better future, the past, and to walk proudly toward tomorrow. It is the same spirit that raised the Great Wall, that wrote poetry beneath candlelight, that launched rockets into space. It is the spirit of perseverance, of harmony, of belief, that even in the face of 1,000 storms, the bamboo bends but never breaks. From the snow peaks of Tibet to the shining towers of Shanghai, from the deserts of Xinjiang to the rivers of Hangzhou, China stands tall, a nation of beauty, balance, and boundless potential. The world watches as this ancient land continues to evolve, rooted in its history, yet reaching fearlessly for the future. And that, my friends, is the true spirit of China, a land of history and hope, of wisdom and wonder, a civilization that has stood the test of time and still shines brighter with every sunrise.